again, it's me, Erica. I feel like I say that a lot. So, today we're going to be doing a combination of both adding and subtracting that require regrouping. The reason that this is different than what we've been doing is because you have to figure out what to do when. Which, by the way, is one of the hardest things to do, I promise. So, the trick is, take it slow and read your signs. Be careful. There's no hurry, okay? Now, you're going to want to make sure you have your paper printed. I have mine printed, and I'm going to put it with a magnet on the board. Now, you're going to use it, and you're going to fill in the boxes. So, let's start. Problem number 1. $45 minus 27. What did I just say? I said minus when I was copying the question down. So, I have to subtract. Let's line this up. 45 minus 27. Now, don't forget, when you're subtracting, you want to make sure that you can subtract your ones digits. So, can I take 7 out of 5? No, doesn't work. So I'm going to have to borrow from my 4, making that 3. So I took 1 10 out, and I'm going to give that 10 over to the 5, making it 15. So now I have 15 minus 7, which is 8, and 3 minus 2, which is 1. So that's 18. So 45 minus 27 is 18. Is that too fast? You're okay? Okay, let me know if you want me to take it slower. 2. 35 plus 67. What do I do first? Okay, that's right. We're going to line them up. It's much easier to add or subtract when we're going up and down. So, 35 and 67. Now, here's the thing. Do I need to regroup right now? Do I need to borrow from my 3, give it to my 5? 7 doesn't go into 5. No, look, I'm adding. You need to make sure you're looking at your signs, okay? So looking at our signs right now, we're adding the two numbers together. So let's start with our ones. 5 plus 7 is 12. But remember, if I put the 1 here, I don't have a space to add here. So that's 1 10 and 2 1s. So I'm going to put that 1 in my tens column. And now that I'm adding, I have 3 plus 6 is 9, and 1 more makes 10. So that's 102. So 35 plus 67 is 102. Notice how I said 102, not 102. You don't use the word and, it's just 102. Let's do number 3 together. 57 plus 24. Okay? Now, it's already lined up for me, which is perfect. But I am doing what? I'm adding. If I was subtracting, would I have to regroup? That's right, no, because I can take 4 out of 7. But I'm not. I'm adding. So 4 plus 7 is 11, and I'm going to take that 1 and move it to the top. And let's erase that out. Now we have 2 plus 5 is 7, and 1 more makes 8. I hope you guys are doing well. Good. Number 4. 34 minus 18. So, we are doing what this time? Subtracting, that's right. So, let's take it easy. Can we take 8 out of 4? No. So we're going to take a 10, borrow it, and give a 10 to my ones, which makes 14. but now I can subtract. 8 does come out of 14. In fact, 14 minus 8 is 6. That's right. And 2 minus 1 is 1. So we have 16. I'm going to erase the board now so we can start off fresh for the last 4 problems. So I decided to write the next 2 problems on the board. So this way I can talk to you guys a little better from up front. So 32 minus 36. In this case, this is a subtraction. Remember, we always want to think about what are we doing first. And no matter what, we always look at our ones. So we're going to subtract 6 from 2, which we can't do. We need to regroup. We need to borrow. So we're going to take one of my 10s and give it to my 1s. So 10 plus 2 is 12. Now, 12 minus 6 gives us 6. That's right. And 6 minus 3 is 3. Remember to practice that fact fluency. Now, we're going to add 45 and 29. Some big numbers. Well, where do I start? That's right, you start at your 1s. So 5 plus 9 is 14. And this time I'm going to remember, I don't want to put my 1 here. I want to put my 1 at the top. Okay? Now, I have 1 plus 4 is 5, and 2 more makes 7. Now, you saw on most of my other problems, I was adding 2 plus 4 is 6, and 1 more makes 7. There's a rule in math called commutative property of addition. Don't worry about that, but it is a rule, and it says that the order that you add numbers doesn't matter, as long as you're adding, okay? That applies for only adding and multiplying, actually. So the order that you add numbers doesn't matter, because 2 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 2. So it doesn't matter which order you choose, whatever works best for you. And for the last 2 problems, number 7, I have 47 plus 47. Again, I want to look. Right here, I see a plus sign, so I'm going to add. And again, we always look at our 1s. So 7 plus 7 is 14. And I brought my 1 to the top. And I'm good with my doubles. So I know 4 plus 4 is 8. And 1 more is 9. So 47 plus 47 is 94. Don't forget, you always want to practice reading numbers. Reading numbers is really important. For the last problem, number 8, 85 minus 29. If you notice, I lined them up for us. When I was rewriting it, I lined it up. Again, we've had this conversation, lining them up, super important. So, subtraction. My sign here is for subtraction. Can I take 9 out of 5? No. So remember, this is 8 10s and 5 1s. So I'm going to borrow a 10, making it 7 10s, and give a 10, making this 15 1s. So I'm going to borrow from my 8 and give it to my 5. So 15 minus 9 is 6, and 7 minus 2 is 5. So 85 minus 29 is 56. And that's it for today. Now you're going to do your worksheet on your own, and if you have any questions, feel free to join my Zoom session. Bye!